Check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Blow your mind for only 10 base points. Wow, that's funny. Why would the markets dip, send Bitcoin down? Thought Bitcoin was designed to go against the centralized banks. Justin Blaine, you're not making sense. You got to look at the big picture, my friend. Today is an up and down period. You have to look at the overall big picture of Bitcoin, really. You can't look at one day and think you're going to actually say why Bitcoin's doing one thing. Look what Bitcoin's done in 10 years. It's gone from zero, less than a penny, to $40,000 a coin. Like, nothing in the history of the world has done anything like that. So when you look at the big picture, you won't ask the little questions. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I am the Crypto Lifer. You are the Lifers. Together, we make an amazing show every single day, Monday through Friday, and every single day. And I'm here every single day, episode 463, without a day off. We consistently connect each chain of show to the next show. It is a consistent chain, consistent event of events, and I can't wait to bring you Bitcoin today. We're going to talk about what we did as a trading group. We're going to break it down. I'm going to share my screen before I forget. I like to say that out loud now so you don't catch me slipping. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Here I am. Is there anything wrong there? No, everything looks okay. Wow, shirt does a little bit of a Mourier. You know what Mourier is? It's when you get this kind of fluttery, kind of transitional pattern inside of a pattern due to, like, you know, a camera of 1080 HD or something like that. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. You know, I feel way better, right? I look better. I sound better. I'm like, wah. Like, I couldn't have done that yesterday at all. I haven't taken any ibuprofen or any type of, like, you know, anything to kind of better me up. So I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. I'm feeling pretty dang good. So shout out to everybody here on the live. I'm still, like, not 110%. Everyone, we have a Crypto Lifer podcast here on Spotify. Check it out, the Crypto Lifer Show. It's a self-taught technical analyst who freed himself from his 9-to-5 cryptocurrency. He now interviews people around the world about financial freedom. The podcast is focused on empowering the individual to find their true path in life and to become financially free. Get ready to change your life forever. And we have some people that I work with, Jesse B on there. We've got Shawnee Bitcoins. He's a pretty cool guy, has his own YouTube channel. The CEO of Bond, they actually should take that down because he ended up doing something pretty shady. Crypto Lifer talks with Crypto Love. We got Crypto Love on the podcast. We got Crypto Muser and even John McAfee, the great John McAfee. Amazing episodes just to get started. We're going to start adding more to the thing, so jump on in there. Sani Inu. Okay, another Inu, huh? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to get that music moving for you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for showing signs of life and showing up today no matter what the market does. We're banging on you. We're banging. And look at this. I just want to show you. 2 days ago, I'm talking about Bitcoin. It was high. I suggested it was going to come down here to the bottom of the pattern, and we decided to short the market. Okay? Let's show you what exactly would ensue. Bang. And we would short the market. Bitcoin would get exactly to that point at 37,500. Okay? Then we would end up here, and then we would long the market. Literally, within a few hours of closing the shorts, we would then long the market. And bang, bang, bang. Thank you, man. Bitcoin would bang up to the upside. So if you're in my trading group, just in the last 48 hours, you've had an exact prediction and projections of exactly where Bitcoin's going to go. Let's keep it moving now. Let's continue that. And let's talk about where I believe Bitcoin's going to go yet again. Let's bring in some of my chart windows. I have 3 open here that I'm ready to start getting dirty in. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on in. Appreciate you all for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And that is your time. I'm looking at Uni 3S. It looks like it's bouncing back to the upside here. Oversold in that 4-hour. Can it get a bit of a move here? See this? Is Uni going to dump? Bit of a shoulder, head and shoulder. Not perfect, though. Kind of ugly. But can the stochastics RSI push Uni back to the upside? Quite interesting. Uni 3S, actually. Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. What a beautiful group of people. Love you all. Scotty, I just want to say shout out to you and yours for your daughter's first birthday of her life. Man, much respect to you. That's such a blessing to know that your daughter was born today. Much respect to you. We love you, man. Much respect to you and yours. Okay. Wow, so, I mean, we've got some big gains in the market today. This 6100, I was actually looking at it the last few days. It's been interesting. Up 118%. Formation 5, a coin that I put on the radar a long time ago. We did get stopped out of there when the whole market dumped on us. Sad to say, older trade. But bang, Formation 5 would go up 64%. Strong Block would go up and give it all back. I'm worried about Strong as a project in general. There is Stronger now, though, which is like strong, but the V2, FORESTPL, shady project too as well. Gave up on their Twitter completely. I'd watch out on that one. DMTR, it's been showing some signs of life again at the bottom. I'll show you some other coins that I'm still looking at. Huobi token still looking pretty nice. Luna 3L up a little bit. So this is kind of what's hot today in the market. You can see just like a few 5 or 6 coins. Network still trying to hold on, but still everything's kind of bottoming out here. And we could still see some more downside. To me, it's like I don't trade the altcoins when Bitcoin is like really in a place where we got it, when it's like very like I have to dodge it every day. Instead, what I do is I trade blue chips, 3S and 3L tokens during these periods. I have a whole system of how to make money no matter what way the market goes. Just like I showed you. 2 days ago, we shorted the market for gains. We took gains out of the market. Then we longed the market for gains. Now, look, it's maybe time to short the market again. And we're going to find out by looking at the technical analysis. The technical analysis is going to give us our levels to watch. It's going to teach us what we should be looking for. All right. So we'll look at Bitcoin here on Binance. All right. And we'll show you what I have cooking here and what's going on. So 4 hours getting overbought again. It was a quick move for the 4 hour. Only 1, 2, 3, 12 hours straight, about 16 hours. That's usually about the basis, the smallest amount that the 4 hour does go down. Right. And you can see we're in this falling wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. And now we're coming back down or we're going sideways. And this is where my projection theory plays out. So at this point, I begin to project. And I'm always projecting the trade before the trade. That's how I'm always kind of being preemptive. That's why my alert system is there. Okay. We take a look at the 1 hour, right? And right now, the 1 hour is forming, you know, you could say it's forming like a bull flag or, you know, even like a falling wedge. You could hope it stays in this pattern as such, and it doesn't have to. Maybe it's just dumping Bart Simpson. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see it break here and break back down to the bottom of the pattern. I mean, that won't be the worst. It could just kind of go sideways again and then break out. But again, it negates the fact that it broke out in the first place, right? What we want to see is we want to see interaction with the 21-day moving average on the 1 hour. We'd like to see price action go sideways, touch the 21, and this is the trade before the trade. And then this is the smaller trade on the 1 hour that I would be looking to accomplish here. The move there, when the 21 kisses, the stochastics RSI should get low and coincide with the movement because that's where they hit the bottom of patterns. Low stochastic, see? Bottoms of patterns, low stochastic. Bottoms of patterns, low stochastic. I made my point. Bottom of the pattern, low stochastic, right? So here's our next pattern. We're at the bot. We only want to go up and down. So you're going to look at the 50-minute. 50 minutes really going to watch how the pattern moves. What does that mean? Well, it means like that's the 50-minute stochastics RSI. This, and how you add that, you go to indicators. You might be a real beginner. You might have no idea what I'm talking about. Forgive me for rushing too fast. Type in RSI, right? And then go to stochastic RSI and slap that in there, okay? That's going to be this line here with the blue and the red lines going up around the dotted lines. Now, you're going to see is when this comes up here, usually at the top of the pattern. When it comes down, you're at the bottom of the pattern. And I've seen this so many times in my life, and I've backtested it. You can take any pattern. Like if we just take this pattern here. Like you just map price out inside of a box, right? And you'll see like up, down, up, down, up, down. And you can see like up, down, up, down. Stochastics RSI are going to mimic the price action. So when they start to come down and you got yourself in a pattern, and that's why I like to buy inside the bottom of a pattern when you're at the bottom. No, not inside, but I like to buy at the bottom of the pattern. All right. So right now, I don't enter the trade or even think about it until price action comes down to the bottom of the pattern, and that's where I like to execute. So watching Bitcoin here, can it go sideways? It says it's actually going to go up here. Chance it actually makes a bit like, you know, it could boom out of here. You never know. Knowing Bitcoin lately, the 15-minute could do something outrageous. However, it's more likely maybe the 15-minute lags up, touches top of the pattern, comes down, and maybe it goes up and down a few times. And But the entry is going to be when the 15-minute and the 1 hour are both low. So we're going to look for this to retrace to the downside. Okay? That's what we're looking for. So right now, I'm just saying it looks like Bitcoin's either going to go sideways or down. I don't guarantee it's going down. It looks like it could just go sideways. As long as it stays in this pattern, it's not going to go down. It's going to go sideways. So I've trapped the pattern on the 1 hour. I'm waiting. Sorry, I have to accidentally deleted the indicator. Still a little rusty amount. But waiting for this thing. So I got an alert here. And I set alerts on the stochastics RSI. No one's ever showed me that. It's one thing I figured out one day on my own on the live. And now we kind of do it as a team. It's my trading style. So I project the pattern before it happens. And then I set alerts on the stochastics RSI. And through this way, I'm able to kind of trap price. And basically what happens is if I took a nap and woke up in 3 hours and price action was sitting right here and my alert hit, then the price action did what I projected it to do. And then I'm projecting it to break out now. So now maybe I'll be 2 for 2. I'm 1 for 1. You know, you get what I'm saying? So the point of the story is when you project and then the price plays into your projection. I mean, that's kind of like, it's a very satisfactory feeling. And it also starts giving you, you know, okay, maybe my next projection will play out to the upside. I mean, as I showed you before, I projected that we would break to the downside here. We did. I projected that we would break to the upside here. And we did. Now I'm doing the same thing again. And this is how I'm accurate. This is what I'm doing behind the scenes in the trading group. This is how I'm able to figure out where price is going. Now, some people can't even figure this out. It's over their heads, and I get it. But if you're able to grasp this, or if you want to learn, join my trading group. Jump on into a beginner's course. We had a great beginner's course yesterday. It was amazing. It's every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Links are in the description below. It's only 99 bucks. You'll love it, and you'll learn as much as I know. Like, I'll give you all my data, all my information. I'll even share some life stories with you and break down some inspiring anecdotes to kind of get you through your day. So if that makes you happy, jump on into my beginner's course today. Also the MetaMask course, which is the first Friday of every month, and that's going to be next week. Actually, I think it's going to be this week. It's this Friday. The MetaMask course is this Friday, I believe, the first Friday of every month. So that course I should call it a DeFi course because I also teach you how to open up a Solana wallet, and I teach you everything you need to know about getting down with MetaMask. It's from 1 to 3 p.m. It's 125 bucks. This one you can start making money immediately. That's why it's a little more expensive. Like, you could literally stake a stable coin immediately and start making 20% a year, which would pay you very, very fast. And, also show you how to use Cake, make LP tokens. I go through everything that DeFi has to offer. I show you how to connect multiple chains. I show you where all the different swaps are for all multiple coins. And then I even break down how to make an LP token. What's the difference between farming and staking, right? How to yield farm, how to earn in a pool. Break down the difference, how to make an LP token, which is a liquidity pool token. Split the difference, and then stake that onto a staking platform. So, Stargate Finance has been on my radar. Stargate, all right? You might want to write it down. Just keep it on your radar. It's been struggling. It did bottom here at 86 cents. It's at 110 again. It's made a nice bit of a move here to the upside. You want to look at that daily time frame. Daily is scooping. And see, when the daily was low, that was the buy. See? It's just so hard. People don't focus on the daily. What happens is you spend so much time using the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you forget the daily. And that's why you always have to have a few charts that are just on the daily. Look, 25% gains in 4 days. So the market's been iffy. And if you went all the way, 42%. How would you have sold? The 4 hour probably got overbought. And see, that's what happened there. 4 hour got cooked. Likely that's going to be, So you don't want to touch that again now till the 4 hour resets. Just like if you rolled this up here. You don't want to touch it till the 4 hour kind of bends and curves there. Stargate Finance is on my radar, though. I like the project. You see it ever get above 127, that's going to be a big resistance area. It can start to gap up back to 148, and then it's on its way. A lot of these fell down pretty fast. Remember, if they can break back up, they can break up pretty fast too as well. It's the one good thing about the bad thing. Like, if they can fall down so fast, they can actually rip up back to the upside as well. Okay. Difference between red and blue lines on the Stokes, Sam. I mean, they're 3 and 3 and 14. I mean, the red line, they represent bullish and bearishness, right? Like, whenever the red line's on top, it's bullish. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else, honestly, in my humble opinion. All you need to know is when the blue line's riding above the red line, you're bullish. When it starts to cross below, that's a bearish signal, right? Crosses below, crosses below, crosses below. I front run it. When it starts to curve, I'm like, ooh, gives me a signal, you know. And then when the blue line crosses back above here, it's a bullish sign, you know. That's what you need to know. That's some serious alpha. Y'all get that MetaMask course. I bank on yield farms. Exactly, man. For $125, I teach you everything you need to know. STG moves nice. Thanks, Rod. I forgot to hit the like button. Same, man. Shout out to David Kendall. Those are just moving averages. Exactly. They're moving averages, just like these. See? The 3, it's like a 3, the 33 and the 14, or the 3-day and the 14. It's some type of extrapolated data. Glad to keep seeing you, David Kendall. We just keep getting stronger. Gregory the Sniper. What program are you using? TradingView, man. Nobody's such bad 50K. You guys love to not speak English. We got a fake pump out of the pattern. Most likely going back down. That's what my thumbnail says. And my thumbnail is, I'm trying to put it out there to tell you, like, hey, like my thumbnail, I've done research, like I've done technical analysis on. So when I say something, it's likely, like, you know, but we'll see. I'll tell you that you don't know where price action is going and nobody does. So if you can just put it in a flag and it can stay in the flag, then you'll be pleasantly surprised. However, it does look like a fake out based on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame suggests that we will just come back down. How far we come back down is the question, you know. But even like the next big support is here, just like a double bottom there, and you roll over on the 4-hour, right? Daily showing signs of life, though. Look at that beautiful candle on the daily time frame, and that daily candle will close in 9 hours and 29 minutes. I mean, that's a giant, that's a big deal. So if you look at the daily and nothing else, that's big, and that's why I draw these flags in the 1 hour, because you don't know really what's going to happen yet. You don't know, right? 7-minute will also kind of show you what's going on inside the pattern. If you really want to track the pattern, 7-minute will be spot on. It will kind of give you kind of incentive to see what's happening. Okay. These are all my projected lines. I get rid of them once I draw them out. But I like to demonstrate my mental thought, and it's almost impossible without kind of showing you everybody. So you can even see, like, this is, like, the 7-minute gives you more insight, because you can see we were in a bull flag that broke to the downside. Look at that. Now we're trying to bearishly retest that. It would be nice if we could get back into the pattern. All right. It would be nice if we can get back inside that pattern. That's what we're looking for. All right. That's what we're looking for Bitcoin on the 7-minute time frame. MACD about to make a bit of a turn too, but, you know, don't put a lot of weight on the 7-minute. I'm just showing you how to zoom in to see, just try to see the health of the move. Okay. 1 hour, you can almost fake it to a more of a falling wedge then. See? So that's kind of what's going on now. Either way, we're going to come to that 21-day moving average. You see? This is my trading style. A lot of people don't understand this trading style, but believe me, once you get it, it will be amazing. Alerts on the stochastic, projection shapes, waiting for the 21, and it all comes like clockwork. Okay? Over and over again. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I don't think we really have to go over it anymore. We're going to watch it on the 1 hour reset. Either it's going to dump down pretty hard or it's going to go sideways. I do not see any movement to the upside for Bitcoin. So some alts might make a bit of a run on the sideways action, but last night kind of was the move. I think everything's kind of watching this Fed meeting right now, and it's kind of halt city. It makes sense Bitcoin will go sideways, and then if the Fed says something hawkish, Bitcoin's going to dump so fast out of there. If Bitcoin does something dovish, Bitcoin's going to pump. It's exactly what's going to happen, everybody. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Pretty obvious what's going to happen today. Now, was it leaked? When Bitcoin pumped this morning, it gave me an idea. Like, was it leaked? You know, was somehow, some way, do we know it's going to be at 0.25? Because if it's a 0.25, that's going to be very, very bullish for the market. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Hovering only up 14 points, and let's see what's going down. So the Dow Jones had that pump on the 1 hour, right? That got it up here into this flag. And now the Dow Jones is in a flag, just like Bitcoin, kind of the same flag too, really. And you're going to watch this flag for the Dow Jones. And if the Dow Jones, if they do the same rate hike, the Dow Jones is going to dump. And the sad thing is this rate hike could just continue, could break this pattern completely. See this, what I have, trying to preemptively draw this pattern here. We could fall out of that, and that would just negate it completely, right? Create more downside, and even make a lower low. We break this area, we make a lower low, and then confirmed downtrend was really beginning to form, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But, you know, if you look at the daily does want to push back to the upside. Similar to Bitcoin here, 4 hour even has momentum. So you just got to get through this 1 hour. Hopefully it's just sideways, forms a wedge and pushes out of this. So I'm not 100% bearish, but definitely I don't see any upside for the day for the Dow Jones Industrial as well. It just slipped into the red at 13. It looks like it's going to continue to go down because look at the trajectory of the flag is to the downside. We don't want to see it break 32,849. That's really going to be my line there because that's going to be the bottom of this bigger channel. That's also going to be the bottom of this tiny flag here, as you can see. I'll delete this just to kind of make it neater. So we're going to be watching this flag, and what's highly likely, the stochastics RSI, which are very, very accurate, are suggesting a movement to the downside. This could continue there, and then we could flip back up if this moves. However, we go like this, they do something hawkish and do a 0.75, and this thing drops out of the sky. So today is going to be crazy. Either we're going to see like a 400 or 500 point drop, or we're going to see a sideways action with a boom back to the upside, and we're only going to find out by 1, 2 o'clock. And it's not even going to be just the announcement. It's going to be the conference after the announcement. That's what you're going to be looking for. The conference after the announcement is what we're going to be seeing when people start to say something, you know. Okay, that's really going to swing the markets. Auction coin on Coinbase just bangs to the upside every few days. A scalper's dream. Interesting. The most they would move is 50 base points at one time. More than that would be harsh to the market. That's what we're saying, man, but you never know. My SQQ call is giving me fits. 75 points and we see a new local low. Just saying. 25 points means we rocket harder than we have in months. Exactly. Like in 50 points, I think we see a little bit of bearishness, but not too bad. 50K support will be bullish when that happens. It could be, yeah. Anyone else buy a ton of algo at 55 cents? No, but good for you, my man. Hey, was just giving you some Vincent Mark. People just crazy rogue English all the time, man. Algo and XLM and XDC and XRP got adopted by Panama. Interesting. Well, those are like see, it's funny you said that because Algo, XLM, XDC, and XRP, those are like the reset coins, in my humble opinion. They have something to do with the reset. That's what I believe. Quant also is one of them. Those 5 coins, they have something to do with back-end system of crypto. And world financial markets. That's like that's the theory behind the theories, you know. Let's take a look at the total market cap for cryptocurrency. Let's break it down as we look at it every single day. You want to see what's going on with the total market cap. Very, very important. All right? Very, very important. We look at the total market cap for crypto. Funny, I always have my levels. I don't have my levels on today. It's weird. I did have this funny, I have this fractal going, right? Took it from right there, same kind of fractal. But what we're seeing is a push up on the daily time frame. And you're in a falling wedge that could break up 68% of the time, right? So you could see a nice move back to the upside here on the daily. On the daily time frame. Yeah, crypto total. It's weird. I always have my levels, right? My levels aren't there today, which is weird. I'm going to have to read you my levels. It's fine. I can do them together with us here. So like levels to watch for crypto, right? I mean, you can see we're at a very, very crazy, you know, there's just a lot of support here. We've bounced. We're bouncing here again, okay? See resistance at 2.1 trill for sure. And then you can see like our bigger resistance zone is like right in here, 1.92. You've got that mini resistance in between at 2 trillion, obviously. And then you got this local area right above us, which is our next hurdle to cross, is 1.8 trillion. We're holding 1.73, which is nice, and you don't want to see us go any lower here. and that's going to be the line in the sand. We come back down to 1.5 trillion, 1.54, you know. So these are the levels to watch. And what I do is then you can label them nicely with this price note. It makes like a bit, you can make it as big as you need. Then you can control V and then just slap them where you want. So you can just kind of have a basis point of price action there. Right? And just make it quick for yourself. And then you just have levels to watch, right? And there you have it. And that's the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Right now, if we hold this level, we're still inside of this you know, symmetrical triangle that I have going, which could go up either way, but right now it suggests that we could bounce off the bottom of the channel, which we have there, and we have there. So I'm going for that idea, and that's what I'm looking at here on the daily time frame. However, 4 hour, let's take a look, is overbought again. However, that's good momentum. I've seen momentum come out of this movement. I know. For beginners, it is extended, but we could do a double top, and you could see a massive move. Up here is where big momentum can happen, even though it's also where you get extended. By watching the charts, you're able to figure out kind of which one, and over time, just through experience, will you be able to interpolate that information a little better. Really, nothing can beat time in the market. A lot of beginners ask me questions, and they want to know, like, when this happens and that happens, how do you know when that? And I look at them, I'm like, you don't. And they're like, look at me. And I'm like, you figure it out over time. I'm like, I can't give you the answers that all, because I could tell you, oh, this is what I feel, but like you won't get it because you won't have seen it. Until you put your own time in the market, will you be able to make these decisions? You know? Okay, moving forward. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you want TA done on any alt later in the stream, 11 a.m., do send in those super chats to the show and have TA done on your currency choice. Thank you. Okay, Lifer, bang in some energy, my friend. Let's do this. I'm sick as a dog, man. You guys are lucky I'm like... My throat is on fire, you know? Yo, Connor Anderson, shout out to everybody here on the live. I've lost 1,200 already the past 2 months. Don't know how long this bad luck will go on. Well, maybe you should start learning lessons and you should get educated, my man. Sounds like you're not educated. We can teach you. Lost 200 bucks this morning. LOL, Jay Fabian. How did your Tron prediction play out? The one you did on around the blockchain. Smash those likes up. Send the energy in. It's hard to stop wanting to predict the moves. If you lost 12,000, then you're selling. Don't sell. Then you didn't lose. Sometimes you do have to peel off a loss, but he's right in his humble opinion, you know. Let's take a look at the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency, and these are the why did you delete what he wrote, man? Timed out, man? Yo, all right, I just want to make it clear. East Jordan timed you out, but I don't know why. You just said if you're down 12,000 and you're selling, don't sell. Then he's just saying what he feels. He can say that. He can say that. Real, my man, I love you. I can't control what the moderators do, man. All right. But I thought it was completely fine what you said. I don't know why you were timed out. Like, you're getting hit with multiple Ronas in a row. I keep feeling like I'm getting the Rona spike proteins over and over again with the weird illness. Don't let them scare you out. Hey, I don't know how much I know, but Ada looking juicy. Wait until you're sitting losses yet among gains still. Oh, I guess he is going a little ham. All right, yeah. I'm still holding my coins, though. All right, man, but, I mean, Dan. All right, so you didn't sell? We win some, we lose some, but we live to trade another day. Jay Fabian, my man. So total 3, the total market cap of all of the altcoins, right? I had it in this nice channel, looking beautiful, like it could stay in the channel. Could readjust slightly now and say, okay, it's still on a trend line, but it's got to hold, you know. You could even say it's in this, like, it's in a symmetrical triangle for sure. These are all the altcoins. Either they're going to dump or pump. I mean, it's going to get tight. The daily suggests we will bounce. Like, we're waiting for this bounce. Trying to, you know, waiting for this bounce. And how big the bounce is, I mean, the sad thing is if this just gets up here, rolls on us, and, like, we hit here, and then we'd like to see a bounce and a break above this high and this high. Like, preferably that high would be unreal. That would give us something to talk about. But, you know, and get us back above, like, $1 trillion market cap for the altcoins. At least to break this resistance at 850 would be amazing. I think the biggest decision people need to make is whether you are a day trader or a long holder. You put 120K and she drops 10%, 12K down. Happens all the time. Part of the game. Yeah. Doesn't the phone meeting proximity invalidate or at least create an uncertainty to analysis? I mean, comparing to a regular day? I mean, no, because every day is uncertainty constantly. And like right now, we do TA in uncertainty. You know, if you understand TA, then it actually extrapolates human emotions in some way, shape, or form, and it should be able to kind of tell you a little bit of what's going to happen on that volatile day, the night before, in some shape or form. I think the biggest decision people need to make, XDC going to slow creep, doing the slow creep up, whale accumulation. Someone else was saying that to me recently. It's funny, you weren't the first person to bring that up. All right. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all the altcoins. We'd like to see it break out here on the daily time frame. A little bit of, we'd like to see that. We'd like to see it. We look at the DXY here every day, the dollar. And yes, it did break out of the rising wedge to the upside. However, we're saying that it's overbought on the daily. It needs to come down. Trying to curve here, which is kind of sketch. But I keep looking at the bigger time frame, the 2 week. And every time the 2 weeks hit this point, it's dumped on us. It's done it a long time. And this is since 2017, 15. This is a big rejection point for the dollar. It breaks this. It does hit the measured move of this pennant probably to 120, which will be pretty crazy. How does the dollar pump that high when they're printing so much of it and there's so much uncertainty in the markets? I don't know. But they could dump the market so hard that people just run into the dollar to be safe. So this could kind of tell you that there is a big crash coming. The dollar rips to 120. That means there's a massive market crash. Okay? So if we breach this resistance, we would, you know, I would be warning people possibly a 27K Bitcoin, 25K Bitcoin, and the Dow Jones taking a plunge. Okay? So, but the 2 week does suggest that it's about to roll over. If it does that, eventually it's curling down. I mean, the 2 week suggests that it's sooner than later that it's curling, and it's at this giant resistance. So we just keep talking about it, and we'll keep bringing it up. We see it break this, then I'll change my tune. Okay, but right now it's at that resistance point, the dollar index. Okay, you look at it on the smaller time frame, it could tell you a little bit of what the Dow may be doing. It's looking bullish on the 4 hour time frame, just like Bitcoin wants to roll over on the 4 hour. So that's not a great sign. And it's looking bullish at resistance, making an ascending triangle, and it's oversold on the 4 hour time frame. This is a bit scary because that means it will breach that resistance that I just talked about. Smaller time frames can kind of lead you to the water here. So boom, boom. That does suggest you're going to see a drop for Bitcoin today, and the 4 hour too as well. So in that case, we could switch. This is making me want to switch over to the shorts, right? So let's take a look at a short real quick and see how it's looking. Let's take a look at like .3s. You want to look at a blue chip short, okay? .3s, Solana 3s, okay? So we traded the short recently. In total, we got about what, 15%, 13%, even a little more if you got at the beginning. Yeah, 20% on the short, right? So I delete my old work. I take a look at what we see now, and technically a bullish rectangle, not perfect. Technically, you could even see maybe it was this and it's trying to break back into the pennant. See that? Breaks back in, then you can call it a pennant and then just trade the pennant as if the pennant never broke to the downside. Few ways to interpolate it, and honestly, there's no exact right or wrong. There are some things that are completely, I mean, that's not true. There are some things that are completely wrong. Like you can't make any shape you want whenever you want. You can't just draw a fractal and force it on something. But at the same time, Like if someone saw something differently and play, like if someone just saw this falling wedge and just didn't even see what I'm seeing and just said, oh, I'm going to play this falling wedge on the 1 hour with momentum to the upside, right? See, that 4 hours oversold and about to turn, trying to make a bullish cross there, and boom, and look at the movement there. That breaks back into this pattern. This could make big gains. So the dollar index suggests it. Bitcoin's high on the 4 hour. So you gear up for a short, and this is how you make money no matter which way the market goes. That's why people come to my live stream every single day, because we put in the work. It takes us about an hour. We figure out the entire market structure, and then we go to work. All right, so it took me about 48 minutes right now. I had to spend 40 minutes of going through the market, going through Bitcoin, checking on the Dow, checking on the dollar index, and then I kind of came to my feeling. Now, there's nothing guaranteed today, and it's highly volatile. Today's a good day to almost either not trade, because you don't know which way it's going to go. And it's going to go pretty fickle compared to some random news, right? It's pretty garbage. So what we have to do is we have to just wait and watch what the market does. Insufficient funds. Let's smash the likes up. Second stream in a row, I'm trying to super chat and getting denied. I'll send some buy orders down under 37 and see if I can get a wick. You gave me my light bulb moment. I'm all in. Much love. Second stream in a row. Dang. Did you try to do it the other way, though? Through the Streamlabs OBS link? Everyone keeps forgetting that, look, we have another link now under the videos that you can support the stream. Right here. You can support the stream here. See this? Support the stream. And this is the OBS link. OBS. And it will show on the live. It's connected. It should show on the screen. And I'll know, I'll know. I didn't ask for any likes today, everyone. I've been under the weather, but it would be nice if you could. I'm not feeling well. 287 people, 200 likes. If I could just get the 83 people that haven't hit that like button to hit me up, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll hit it up too there. I didn't hit the like button yet, so I did. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for keeping me amped. Thank you for keeping me going. Right? So this is something that could render you 40% gains if the Fed does some hawkish nonsense. So you got to be ready. Are you ready? If you're not, I'll keep you ready. I'll give you all the different options that are possible depending on what the market's giving you. And you could take it either way you want to take it, depending. All right? Hope you feel better, lifer. Thank you. Likes just mooned. Thank you, man. Sam ain't asking for likes, but I am. Hit those likes, OC Benji, my man. Learning TA has made me a beast. I'm sitting on my hands today for sure. Shout out to Scotty Swing. Zero Legions, thanks for the Streamlabs link there. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is sell, but you can't get too wrapped up in your emotions. Oh, it is. It's the hardest. Super chat for XDC. Let's take a look. This is breaking back up into the channel. It's a pretty good sign on the 4 hour. You're going to get a bit of a move here. Let's take a look at XDC and actually show me the charts and I'll show you the news. They tell me that some bearishness is happening for whatever reason. They tell me we should have a dumb, So we went over XDC here in this tight channel and we've talked about it. And look, XDC banged on them. 17% gains. Interesting. Let me see this real quick. XDC. Oh yeah, we went over this on the live stream. We drew this cup and handle and banged to the upside. So we actually hit the exact target too. Look at that, 21%. Pretty interesting how it hits the target that we made. How do we get the target? We take the length of this like that, and I made sure to include that little wick that stuck out. Isn't that crazy? And that little wick just gave us that movement to the upside. Bang, right? Pretty nuts. So let's see now what's cracking for XDC. And I told everyone to put it on your radar. It was down here not too long ago at 0.4. It's up 50% gains already and starting to creep. So let's take a look at it now. I've seen this like become an ascending triangle. So you've got this uptrend here and you've got this like flatter top trend, right? It's not perfect, but it is tight. Now, overbought on the 4 hour. So like you don't want to touch USDT pairs here yet. Now it could do this like flip and so anything could happen. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Is it trying to show momentum? 1 hour suggesting that you can pop. Got to zoom in here to really see what's going on. Give me a moment. Iffy pattern for sure. Not really a lot to go on. I've seen things like these break out. It has a huge pull. Pause. Interesting. 21-day moving average will come into play. There's a chance you do see this happen on the 1 hour. The 1 hour will have to go somewhere with that momentum. It's moving back up to the upside, but it could even just keep going sideways and then continue to dump with the 4 hour out of the pattern. I'm sketched out by Bitcoin on that 4 hour, and it's overbought. Also, that dollar index was low on the 4 hour. That's kind of telling you something. So the dollar index will kind of show you a little bit of what's to come. What you want to do is you want to look for coins that are low on the 4 hour. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the bread and butter. Like this right here looks pretty nice to me. This ACT. This is something that's getting started. Just broke out of a channel. It does have some crazy wicks, but this thing could make a move, right? Then you go for the 1 hour. The 1 hour's high. That's beautiful. You set your alert down here. And this is what I'm looking for. I like low 4 hours with high 1 hours, so I can be ahead of the trade by 6 or 7 hours. This comes on down, then I'm going to be looking to get tasty with this thing. Possible retest to the top trend line. Something of that nature could be occurring. Or even just a bounce here with an SR flip off this support and resistance move. So I'm looking for ACT on my radar. I got an alert set on it. When that alert hits, it'll give me a little incentive to trade something. So that's how I set up my trades. I'm always trying to being ahead of the trade. I don't like to jump on the trade until I have to. I want the trade to kind of show me the way. Like this, we have a low 4 hour here as well. It looks like we may. Yeah, see the 4 hour here is turning. This has a bullish 4 hour compared to most charts, right? So then you have more of an incentive that this will hit its move, okay? Check out the daily too. If the daily's low, daily's getting a little high there. Tells you got to be careful. So then you switch to the daily looking for low dailies. You don't just trade whatever you want. You trade what the market gives you. Okay, VIDT looks nice here on the daily time frame. In a falling wedge, wants to break back to the upside, getting tight. Bit of a cup and handle there for VIDT as well. So you see that? Had a bit of a big move the last time the daily got low. You see it incentivized for a double bottom and then boomed on out. Can it do it again here for a move to the upside? You also see a slight, it's like Class C bullish divergence because that swings down, but it's not as sharp as this swing down. And they would hit each other perpendicular in a way. Got to get above that resistance and then back to this resistance. VIDT. 85%, no, 55% gains to 5.5. The double fives coming at you right there for VIDT. 36 cents. Interesting. I'd be looking at the 4 hour for entry. 4 hour looks beautiful. You see that? Compared to a lot of other coins, I mean, that's on the radar now. You look at the 1 hour, 1 hour is actually coming on down. So like, this is something that I would like to play. Now, Bitcoin can ruin it. I just want everyone to know that. Bitcoin can ruin every trade in the game. Doesn't matter how good it looks and how much TA you've done and all the hard work. So I just want that. Everyone doesn't, a lot of people don't, a lot of beginners don't understand that. They're like, oh, but you put it out and then it goes down. It's like, yeah, because nothing's guaranteed to go up. Nothing. Nothing we do here is guaranteed to go up. At least it has a higher low, dude, comparatively. It's not at the lowest point ever, but it is pretty sketch. It's a very high risk trade because you're getting in at the very low. It's Fed day. There's a lot going on. However, this is trying to show signs of life, and it's somewhat in the Morpheus fractal. Morpheus broke out of this same pattern that we saw, and we see it on a lot of different charts. You get this sharp kind of right angle. You get this wider head of an inverted head and shoulder, and then you get the right, sharper right side that breaks on out. And it's called the Morpheus fractal because I've seen it on like 7 coins now. It's kind of like the bottoming pattern that maybe the algos keep using, and you see a bit of a footprint, right? So VIDT looks pretty bullish to me compared to most other projects right now, right? Based on the 4 hour and the daily time frame, okay? I wouldn't overtrade a lot today, and I wouldn't trade a lot, and that's why my trading group is about learning the market. Learning what to do on Fed day, learning what Fed day is, learning how to be volatile, learning how to wait, learning how to be patient. It's not all about just taking, oh, I want to take every single setup. Oh, it's a signals group and I take those signals. No, that's really not the case here. This is an educational place. Like, this isn't a university. This is a place where people come to learn how to trade. This is where people come to learn how to draw patterns. This is where people learn how to use Fibonacci. This is where people learn how to use the moving averages. People learn how to use support and resistance. People learn how to use stochastics RSI on a daily basis, because you're not going to learn in one day. You're not going to learn in 2 days, and you're not going to learn in a couple months. A couple years, 4 years. If you make a plan to leave your job in 4 years from now, my golly gee oh my, you will. You really, really will. You will. You will. And it might happen quicker, but you got to commit to some type of plan. You have to have a plan. You have to commit. You have to commit. Okay? And you will get there. And I will help you. And I will make sure I do everything I can to teach you and guide you along your way. Okay? I'm never going to be your financial advisor. I'm not going to play with your money. I want to make that very clear. All right? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. It's for education and informational purposes and entertainment purposes only. All right? TLOS, rising wedge. Rising wedges break to the downside. Could we get the push up? We tried, but we fell out of the pattern. Now you got support and resistance that you got to deal with. Until you get above those, you're bearish. You know? Now you're in a falling wedge, and you got to respect the falling wedge, you know, until you don't. Price action stays in the pattern until it doesn't. Can this break up? 4 hours suggests that it wants to. Bit of a double bottom here on this level. You break this, you're falling down even more. So that's kind of a significant level of support, because that's the last level you bounce from. You'd like to bounce from that. Okay. Okay. Keep smashing. Predictive TA. Dots moving up. Take a look at auction coin. Scalp City are all ISO. Yeah. XRP, XLM, XDC, IOTA, Algo are all ISO coins. Exactly, the ISOs. Speaking the truth daily. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock in the house. Shout out to Scotty Swing, Wen Dizzle. I need your Luna secret sauce. Luna is my biggest bag, and I scalped it multiple times. She bangs. I'm committing. I'm just back to the job again. We'll continue with the job until I break even. Shout out to Simu Mangar. 4-year plan. Year 2 just started. There you go. Gotta love lazy signal takers. I know, right? That's why it's called patience. Pays in there, yeah. Bob, I am an XRP fan for life, but you gotta like them all. They are the best long term. Bet in crypto. What's the word? Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Rob Meek, yo Sam, what's up, Robert? How you been, man? Plan is great, but I would still add that you need the desire and motivation to execute the plan. It's true. I asked him too, actually. I don't know what you asked. Me? It's me? So you like all of them equally? I don't like any of I don't know. ISO coins, I just hold them because I believe in them. I don't know if I quote-unquote like them. I say we pump because the price in some of the price hike. But an old trader taught me, don't feed the bear. So no trading till the market decides. Exactly, man. Don't feed the bear. Don't trade until the market decides. Perfect. Shout out to Bullish Kenny G in the house. We love you, Kenny. Thank you for being here, man. Shout out to everybody here. I love you. I want you all to know that love is the highest and strongest frequency. We will all make it together. No matter what happens in our lives, we will make it together. Each and every one of us. Pushing forward at the speed of light. Whether you're in the trading group or you're watching the live. Whether you're in the trading group and you've left, but you're on your way back. Whatever has happened to you in your life. Know that the lifers are here for you. We love you. And this group is a beautiful family. And we're going to make it through together no matter what. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Celtics banged on them last night. It was insanity. Almost lost the game, though. They got a little lazy towards the end. When there was a 12-point differential, and that got a little sketch. You have to admit, that was a little sketch. A couple things went the wrong way. It would have been a 6-point game, and things could have changed. So they're lucky those 2 threes came through. You know, it was the give and goes. Those 2 give and goes for Jason Tatum, where he gave it, wrapped around the backside, and just banged on him. I mean, that was insane. Insane. Just to give you a small boost in your energy, all the best for you, Sam. Shout out to Lister333. Damn, it's working, man. It's a good color. That color really boosts the energy. You know, it's a bright color. When that color comes on your screen, it's a nice bright color. It definitely boosts the energy, gets you going. Can we look at SHIB? Shout out to my man, Tori McFarland. We'll take a look at SHIB, my man. Admin Stack in the house. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Shout out to Anku, Cootie Bootu. What's good in the hood, man? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. What's up, Lifer Crew? East Jordan. The start of the game was rough. Watching for a Bucks fan. You talked a lot of smack, man. But you did say you were worried. Dude, we freaking housed you guys. Like, come on now. You guys beat us in the first game, but like we made you guys look like a bunch of little kids last night. No lie. Like, y'all look like some freaking amateurs. Yikes. Like, whatever. It's a long series. I'm not going to start running my mouth, but it's a long series. Let's see who. May the best team win, man. And it's going to be an up and down series. Let's see what happens. But as long, you know, all we had to do was stop double teaming Giannis. Just Stack McChain should be a coach. Stack told me yesterday they got to just stop double teaming Giannis. They got to let him do its thing. They got to spread the ball out. And that's exactly what they ended up doing. Ended up crushing the game. Are we talking about the game with that hoop thing again? Morning, Sam and the Lifers. Celtics were wild last night. I'd love to see Middleton back. Super chats for SHIB. Hey, Crypto Lover, how many RSI needs to be low before you take the trade, please? How many RSI needs to be low? I like to make sure that the 1 hour, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 are all low if possible. But it depends on what time frame I'm trading, you know? White kept missing them. Had he hit the threes, we would have won by even more. Celtics, baby. Shout out to Crypto Muser in the house, man. Brown had a great game. Need more. Yeah, Jalen. But I mean, 25 points in the first quarter, and then he was like 2 for 10 in the third quarter. Like, he became dry again. It's kind of crazy. He didn't keep up the intensity. And then at the end, he closed out, and then Jason Tatum kind of really took the game over for us. You know? It was amazing, though. So, look at this move here. TLOS. I was, like, in between. I was in and out, just passed out. Sick as a dog last night on, like, ibuprofen, and a bunch of other things, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Made 7K on DraftKings because of Jalen. LOL. Captain. Damn, I don't do that bet stuff. This is our year of Beantown, baby. You never know, man. You never know. Yeah, C's one of the best defense, if not the best defense in the league. And Smart was out. Imagine when he's back. Tatum gone Tate. Lifer, what up? Technically, you don't need to know the formula for the stochastics RSI, but it's quite beautiful to know its formula too. Lifer, I have huge news. What is it, man? Let me know. Ace Exodus. And everybody, Scotty Swing had a baby girl today. If you're coming new to the live stream, Scotty Swing had a baby girl today. Wish his baby girl a long life of longevity, happiness, and beautiful things, man. God bless you and your new baby. It's so awesome. Sounds like we're feeling better today. Shout out to East Jordan, man. Yeah, we are, baby. Yeah, we are. Just had deja vu. I felt like you did that the last time I was sick, too. That's funny. What's the TA on 1? I just got deja vu on that, too. Please look at SPY 4-hour bullish divergence. Oh, that's all it was? I thought you had something cool. Like, you basically take the current RSI value and subtract its worst form from its last 14-year periods and divide it by its best form minus its worst. There you go. I could have made 2 trades by the time I figured that out. Many wishing of blessings and happiness to you and yours, Scotty. I call it the RSI Karmatic Mirror. Again, all the love is so appreciated. She's asleep on me as we speak. Wish you much happiness, Scotty. Congrats on the birth of the baby girl. Congratulations. Yeah, I think it's amazing, man. So cool. Apollo currency. Trying to find a bottom here. Trying to do that BEPRO special and break on out, but let's take a look at that super chat. Someone asking about TA on 1. Let's take a look at 1. How many 1, dude? How many 1? 8 cents. Took a beat down, huh? Insane. Was in this kind of cup and handle. It was playing with the 706. Got rejected by that. 886. Fell back down. I mean, it's just a complete dumpage, right? Just massive, massive collapse. Giant double top, right? Heed the double top and get out, and then it would dump to the downside. 37, 38, and make a move here. You had support and resistance here. You had support and resistance here. You had support and resistance here, here, and here, right? Kind of say that this is the falling wedge. You broke out, broke back into it. That was like the double top. You're oversold in the daily. You need a pump. But again, it's all about Bitcoin. You see Bitcoin take a beat down, and you see Bitcoin take a beat down and like, right? and this thing won't. This thing will just drop with it. However, a 68% chance it does want to break out of the rising wedge. It could just get rejected by the top trend line, though. Not seeing huge signs of life for that right now. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. Litecoin, GSX, TRIAS. TRIAS has been on my radar. One of my buddies really loves this coin. It's his thing, man. It's like his thing. It is gonna double bottom there if it gets lower. It's forming a higher low. It's sad though. It broke out of that channel. Kind of make it a steeper falling wedge now. But to me, it broke out of the channel. All coins are that alt 3 is looking like as I showed you before. It could break a bigger support. Total 3. However, look at the daily. This thing wants to fly on the daily. This is definitely where you buy a bunch of, not you. This is where I would buy a bunch of something. I mean, most times when you're low on the daily, you do get a pump. Look at that. And you're low on the RSI. MACD's about to make a bit of a turn. You're in a cup and handle. This thing suggests it's going to pounce to the upside, like big time. TRIAS. Back up 85% gains for TRIAS. Nothing's guaranteed. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4 hours getting overbought. See, it's just like you get mixed signals. This market hasn't been strong. That's why I've just shortened and long in the market with Bitcoin for the next few days until I can really get a movement on Bitcoin here. This Fed meeting coming back at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock today. Sketchiness, Scooping a little bit of a quant, have you? A little bit of quant. You guys are quant lovers. Just bought some more XRP today and also some small amount of quant. There you go. The crypto XRP muser, the crypto muser. Hate Fed meeting days. It's nonstop anxiety. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Surprised by let him out before the meeting. East Jordan, surprised they let him out before the meeting. Picture me rolling. I cried like a baby when my baby was born. No lie, tears of joy. Oh, me too, man. The second you see them, you're just like, wow. Like, yes, I keep up some more gala. Roro says when my man. Roro, Rodney Robinson. Fed just released minutes hitting 5,000 points. Everybody sell. Elon Rice. You're funny, man. Filecoin beat down hard. I took a nibble. When you read Lifers testimonials, you're in the right place. Become a 99 trader, group member, register the Lifers Beginners and MetaMask DeFi course. Join the Discord and begin your journey. Thank you for letting me read that awesome comment. Super chat for Shiba Inu. So I'm looking at TRIAS on the daily, but it has to come back down here on the 4-hour time frame. That's really about it, Saw 8 pump a few minutes late last night. Should have stayed on the short at 17. SP and NASDAQ, 4-hour bullish divergence. I'm telling you, this will be a huge move for Bitcoin. Watch it play out in the next few days. Ace Exodus. The birth of my child were the greatest days of my life and scariest days all wrapped into one. Oh, yeah. I mean, they weren't too scary for me. The pregnancy was scary for me. Yeah, no, the birthday, because you don't know, what's going to happen. What is my kid going to look like? What's going to, there's so much, Shout out to Grace Protocol holding it down this morning on the supers. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu on KuCoin. And honestly, we nailed 8 for gains too. And look at the gains we've been hitting, everybody. Just so everyone knows, the market's been sketch. If you're in my trading group, we continue to make gains, and we're not opening up 15 trades and we're just slowly going at it little by little. XDC pumped out of this little cup and handle for 20%, nothing crazy, Flux, I kept saying it hasn't broken this level in a long time. Look for it to move. It went up 25%. I talked about it for a week straight, and then the gains came. Ape, very, very obvious I did because we were bouncing on the 706, 786 Fibonacci. We had slight exaggerated bullish divergence that I was talking about, and we were in the falling wedge here. And lo and behold, we would go sideways a little more and then pump to the upside. 28% gains. May 2nd, I posted it. May 4th at 8:44 in the morning, it's up. So we're still making gains in this market. Here's a Bitcoin trade last night. Highly likely to break to the upside, and it went up 4%. Okay? Still making gains, everybody. Still making gains. Money is still flowing into the pockets of the lifers. I'm just saying. So if you stay tuned and if you stay focused, there's gains to be had for everybody no matter what. But you got to work hard for it. You got to know your divergences. You got to know your support and resistance. You got to use the fundamentals. SHIB is sitting at this level here that it's like a big deal. Because if it breaks, I mean, it could easily fall back down here. You could see SHIB drop fast. It's kind of sketch. Also, when I look at SHIB, I mean, that's a descending triangle, all right? It's about a 63% chance that's going to dump on you to the downside. So that's not too bullish for me. Even though the daily's pushing up, it says the daily could just come up here, and then we could roll over. So you're looking for the daily to come up on the stochastics and get well above this resistance or this resistance. If you don't get here or here, look for this thing to roll over. If you just get here, I mean, maybe a bounce, but it's not the best. If here, okay. There, way better. If you don't even get there, then you look for a dump to the downside. There's about a 70% chance this is going to break down on you because it's what's called a descending triangle. All right, so be careful. SHIB isn't looking too healthy right now, in my humble opinion. MTV doesn't even have music anymore. Really? Scotty Swing, make sure your wife gets the care she needs. My wife gave birth during the beginning of the pandemic and didn't have proper care due to the distractions. Can make a huge difference. Super chat, seller, is it listed on KuCoin now? It is. Yeah, it's been on for a while. Yep. Super chat for TA and deep dives. Multivac is not music television. Shorting MTV. You're funny. Well, MTV did just had a big pump to the upside. So I believe, shorting it could be a good look, in my humble opinion. I looked at it on a smaller time frame, and the last few days it went up. Not huge though. Yeah, I see a pump. You want to short it now? I mean, that's up to you. So many other things to short. I'd rather short like a blue chip, like Solana, Sol 3S is my favorite thing to short, personally. Tends to rock on real well. Like, look. We've already talked about it, the idea, but look, it's already up a little bit. This is your pattern. Right? You won't see more patterns drawn on any other channel than here in 1 hour long period. You won't see more ideas. You won't see more. I just brainstorm so much, and every day my brain's so active, and every show we have so much more to talk about and so much more to show you. So keep coming back, because every single day I'm ready to move, and my day is planned on what the market gives you. So I give myself what the market gives us, and then you can see what the market could give you in a nice hour and a half, 2 hour period, right? Didn't know about 3S till I started watching this channel. Thank you, Sam. Anytime, man. MetaMask DeFi for Beginners course this Friday, first Friday of each month, 1 p.m. Hit the link right here guys, you could just hit the link. This link is awesome. Look, I'm going to hit the link here live. It's going to take you right to the actual place where you can join the MetaMask. You can just hit this. It'll take you to your PayPal, and you can pay with PayPal right away. You can also email CryptoLifers@gmail.com if you would like to purchase the course in peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, which would be awesome. So jump on in today if you'd like to learn about decentralized finance, how to set up a MetaMask, how to set up a Solana wallet, and how to get going with DeFi. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that too. My moderators always making sure that I support the stream. Freezer is full of Dustin. I'm surrounded by love, well taken care of. Show love, receive love. I live by it. All day, Scotty. We recommend not using leverage at all. 3S and 3S coins or 3X leverage coins with the price baked in. We do that here, but no more than that, typically. Thanks, David. Appreciate you saying that. Exceed me is pumping. Oh, wow. So this looks like Solana might pump to the upside. Let's take a look, though. Is the 4-hour cooked? Yeah, 4 hours getting ready, actually, for maybe a move back to the upside. It's turning on you. The 1 hour's turning it. This is looking pretty bullish to me. So, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The charts are showing that there's going to be some hawkishness. You don't be surprised. 0.75 rate hike in a dump. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for 0.25 in a pump. Highly unlikely for some reason. It's more likely 0.5, and the market doesn't react too well to it because the market gets kind of like... I think the market's going to overreact no matter what, even though the market knows too. I think it's just going to be a day where people just are just a little more catty about it than normal. But that's just my idea, my incentive idea. I could be wrong. Always keep a few 3S tokens for backup in case the Fed dumps the market. SHIB can come back, but the market cap is high. I have moved on. It's true, man. I've lost over $1,000 on futures this year. Don't do it. I'm only here for the technical analysis. Head and Shoulders XRP. I have cash on the side. I just want to see a nice dump. Stephen Kimbrough. Hope you're better today. Good afternoon. Thank you. Shout out to Michael Paw, man. Michael Paw, man. What's up? Leverage trading is a great way to start from scratch after being wrecked from leverage trading. Leverage trading is a great way to start from scratch after you guys. That makes no sense. And it's so weird. Someone could take that out of context, like I said that because I'm just reading that. I got to be careful what I even read sometimes. I'm using Anchor Protocol to keep my USDT making gains while I train with the lifer. Exactly. Exactly. Smart move. Smart move. Yeah. You could put, 50 grand into Anchor Protocol. Makes $4,000 a year. Not the, ain't too shabby. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, maybe make 10 grand a year almost. Yeah, because 10% would be $5,000. It's not too shabby. Make 10 grand a year. Make almost $1,000 a month. Make $800 a month off of 50 grand. That pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? That ain't too shabby. I'm gonna set up something on Anchor Protocol either today or tomorrow. So Lifer said start with 100x leverage. Yeah. Sorry, man. Sarcasm. You guys are funny, man. The dump is done. I'm trading Bitcoin on Bybit. You got to be disciplined scalper to trade futures. It's true. Tired of 9 to 5. Need to hit it big with crypto. You won't hit it big with crypto. What you can do is you can slowly earn until you get enough to get out, right? And to me, it's not about hitting it big. It's about setting up a plan and a goal and slowly getting there one step at a time. One step at a time. Now, if you look at all the 3S tokens and they all start to look somewhat bullish, like the 4 hours flipping on them and they're turning green, I mean, it's telling you something. All right? It's telling you something. Like Luna 3S looked like it was going to dump yesterday for whatever reason. And now I didn't even believe it. I was like, I'm actually bullish on Luna, but actually got hit with a stop there. But I wasn't even thinking of really trading it. I was just almost suggesting, it kind of suggests that there's going to be a move here. So yeah, it faked out this way, but now look, it looks like there could be some gains here. Just something to think about. I'm not guaranteeing anything. And what I do is you want to be ready. If the market does, if the Fed does something crazy, you want to be ready, right? Fed meeting at 2 p.m. Watch live, 2:30, May 4th, the Fed press conference. So we're going to be glued to that. That's going to be kind of the precedence of the day for my team. I'll probably put a link to it. Maybe I'll go live. You never know. If I have it in me, I'll pop back in at 2:30 and we'll go live just to cover the Fed meeting. And we'll see what they say. You know what I'm saying? Possible chance that we do that. All right? That's right. Wow, that's clear, huh? And HD, huh? You can see like every little thing on my face. I started using a different lens the last couple days. Did anybody notice that? I don't know if anybody noticed it. Haircut just he just, I can't get over it. I gotta stop. Jeff Bezos trending on Twitter. It's like, Twitter pushes who they want. Like, hey, follow Jeff Bezos. Like, why are you pushing him on me? Like, you know. Dave Chappelle attacked during a performance. That's so crazy. You know why? There's a lot of weirdos out there, man. Since I've been asked a lot, buy stock in several companies that make products and services that you believe in. Only sell if you think their products and services are trending worse. Don't panic when the market does. This will serve you well in the long term. Like, I believe in Bitcoin. I don't care whether the market turns on me, right? I love Elon Musk, man. So crazy. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we're moving up, 5,000. People just keep unfollowing and following, but it's all good. I don't mind. But, I was never into popularity like that. I just want to give you guys the information. But gains on gains, Ape and Bitcoin. Join the trading group. Hit the Discord link, everybody. Discord is the best place to join the trading group. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. So I'm not going to be doing my regular, like, look at this altcoin and look at that altcoin and let's get into that and let's get into this. Not on today. Today's just not that day. All right. Even if there is something pumping, it could be a pump group got a hold of it. Anything could happen. Even if there's 10 coins that are looking hot right now, we did go over some long-term ideas. I talked about TRIAS. I talked about some things. We went over a few different things. All right. But we're going to wait for this Fed meeting to kind of play out. I got a few shorts that I'm looking at that actually look nice. Remember, VIDT was on the radar, and I don't want to overload the stream. You know what I'm saying? Two things in this world I can't stand. People attacking Dave Chappelle. Yeah, that's so crazy, man. What a nice dude. Ate a big double bottom. Let's do damage, peeps. Yeah, I did notice the video looks super crispy. Phantom pulling a bearish retest right now. Looking prime for a short today. It's funny you did say that. I've been bearish on Phantom last few days. Let's take a look at it here now. I did sell my entire Phantom position. And someone said you panic sold. I didn't panic sold. Like, just like he said, I believed in the project, but just like Elon Musk said here, right? The product started to trend lower. The products were trending lower. The trend wasn't good, like right now for Phantom as we speak, right? And so you could try to put it in this pattern here, right? Say that it's attempting to break to the upside, and the 4-hour actually is. Oh, this is the short. Sorry, yeah, this is the short. See, the short wants to move. Look at that. Short's looking bullish to me, right? Just saying, you know, it's not totally an ascending triangle because that is a more of a downtrend. See, if we pull that up, let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour has momentum, and it already pumped up a little bit. Like how much? That's like 5% usually. Look at that, 15%. I misspoke. I mean, in the last 4 hours, 15% gains on the Phantom short. So shorts are playing out here a little bit. 4 hours got momentum. Daily's coming down, but could get flipped by. See, it's starting to round. It could get flipped by the 4 hour. We look at the regular Phantom. So that's what you do. You juxtapose the real asset with the short asset, and together they're gonna teach you. They're gonna tell you what's up. They're gonna be like, hey, yeah, you know, probably time to bail, man. You know. So look, we looked at Phantom here, and I'm talking about it in this channel. And look, it can't get above, can't get above, can't get above. So what you want to do is you want to just end up kind of, it's in a bear flag. See this? It's a bearish flag that most likely breaks down. Sad to say, to 56, right? 55, somewhere right around here. Okay, we go to the 4 hour time frame and we're getting overbought. Now, I've seen miracles happen. Bitcoin does something crazy, but it's more likely we roll, and we come on down and we drop down here. But anything is possible, but it's just the probability. You trade probabilities, everybody. You don't trade predictions. I'm not predicting that the market's going to go a certain way. When When I did these are projections. Sometimes I misslip and might say I predicted, but I projected that Bitcoin would come down. And what happened? Bitcoin would come on down. Okay. Then I projected Bitcoin would break up. And what would happen? Bitcoin would break on up. Okay. And I did that based on the probabilities of the stochastics RSI. Like nothing really, it's not that. Like, so here we're getting high, we may roll over, and it's like, well, we're more than, and then also the patterns that you're seeing. So you juxtapose all that information and then support and resistance, right? Maybe even little incentivized here. Moving averages are getting really wide. Usually you do get a bounce back to the upside there when they get that wide. See that? But again, and look, you had a death cross here on the 4 hour. 50 crossed to 200. That was time to get out. 130. You know, once the death cross occurred, it's time to get out. Okay. You from doing that is you. Be your own bank. Listen to this master who is not out to take your soul like other people who offer this knowledge. Join the group. Take the courses. And I'm not even a master. I'm a beginner just like everybody else. All you need to do is average 2% gains every day on your portfolio, and you'll be a millionaire within 4 years. Portfolio can start with as low as $200. With the TA you learn here, the only thing keeping you from doing that is you. Agreed. Be your own bank. I love what Puerto Rock is saying. Let's look at our baby EXRD. You saw it got a little pump, yeah, back from 11 back up to that 12 area. And EXRD. And honestly, look, we put a trade out for EXRD. Why? Well, it was really low on the 4 hour, right? And it pushed up to the upside there. Look at that. A little bit of a gain, nothing crazy. But EXRD for gains from the entry, no stop loss got hit. Quick little 8%. On a sketchy Fed market day, to pull 8% out of the market, I think is a blessing. And look, there's a bit of a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there, and it would break on out. If you go to the smaller time frames, you're going to see the inverted head and shoulder. Look. Shoulder, head, and the shoulder, and it would pop. Not perfect. It's kind of like the Morpheus thing there, but, and there you have it. 8% gains. And we talked about opening that trade. There's a huge move there. Like we're trying to get a way bigger move, but 8% gains for EXRD. Network banged on them last night. Lifer, do you mind confirming the SP divergence, please? Phantom is hugely undervalued when it comes to TVL to market cap ratio and defiance. You can see how undervalued it is compared to the other layer ones. It's true. It's true. But at the same time, man, I don't know. When something gets flooded that bad, it doesn't matter how undervalued it is. Like, look at NAKA at the bottom of its barrel. NAKA. So crazy. Look, it's like right where it bottomed again. It's kind of funny if it ends up bottoming there. That's technically a double bottom on the monthly. Like, so crazy. What kind of asset does this? It goes up for in 1 month, it does a 7x. And then 1, 2, 3 month, it just collapses completely and then goes sideways. What a crazy year. Like, that just shows you what a crazy year we've had right there. Right? CK2s, BEPRO, it doesn't matter. It's been insane. Shout out to everybody here on the likes. Thank you so much for hitting that like. I really, really appreciate that, everybody. Very, very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. Amazing. Amazing. Bunch of smart lifers out there hooking up the lifer, doing the right thing. 318 people on the live stream, 322 likes on the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We here till the very end, Sam. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Super chat is very cheap. Right? The year of the VC pump and dumps. Like the lifer, storm detector. Thank you, brother. Sam, some of these coins you cover do not have much volume on KuCoin. How much do you put in these trades generally? 100, 1,000, 10,000. Honestly, depends. Between 2,500 and 5 grand, and you know, I do put 10 grand in though, generally, you know. But yeah, on general, it depends. It depends. I made dollar cost average over time, or between 2,500 and 10,000. Like usually never more than 10,000. You know. Pal had some movement recently. Propel, we played it like, you know, a couple months back on and off. It was pretty hot coin. Had some nice movement. kind of say it broke out, broke back in. It's getting tight. 1 hour. Again, what's bothered me about a lot of coins is, hey, this one's actually low on the 4 hour. Could show some signs of life compared to the others. But at the same time, crazy market structure there. Almost want to do more like that. There we go. But symmetrical triangle, like 50-50 breakout. However, it's at its bottom, right? If it breaks, just going any lower. And about that daily time frame, it's doing that scoop. All right, bit of a double bottom there. Just the measured move alone should take you right here to about 7 cents per PEL. Looks like 0.5. I sold my Propel when it was up at 71 cents. It's a smart idea. Okay, folks, I don't know what it means, but here is the latest. They're discussing the speech at 2:40 p.m. Yeah, the conference is what you're going to want to look at. The conference at 2:40 is really what you're going to want to look at. The conference after the speech is the information, everyone. That's what sways the market. Not just the speech, the conference after the speech. Okay? My SQQQQ racking up gains. Let's go. Stay strong today. Hey, man, be careful. I would take... You do whatever makes you happy. I would take gains before the meeting if I was up right now. But you do whatever makes you happy. You know? Like this coin VEED, it's trying to do that shoulder, head, and shoulder there. You see that? VEED, which is called Vim World, you know? But the idea, I mean, you don't have to overtrade until the market presents a better opportunity. That's how I always look at it, you know? KNC daily in the 4 hour looking juicy. That's crazy, right? The crash that thing just went on. Nuts. Kyber Network. Thank you for everything, bro. 8 looks good on the 15-minute. Shout out to Jimmy Phillips. And should not need to do that. Just a request should be enough. Live versus 3 Commas referral link will get you started on the right path. Everybody, check out 3 Commas. Pin that message. Check out 3 Commas, everybody. Amazing place to get going in your trading. Why I like 3 Commas? Let me just tell you why I like it. When I didn't use 3 Commas, all right, before I started using 3 Commas, this is 3 Commas. Number one, I love the site. I like the way it looks. Beautiful, beautiful, right? You also have dark mode, so you don't have to be in light mode, right? You can toggle the theme to dark mode. So I got you guys. I don't want to hurt any Draculas out there. So you got dark mode, right? It's beautiful. And look, dashboard, my exchanges connect multiple exchanges. In one dashboard, I can see everything at once. You can hide it if you want to show, you know. You got paper trading. You got regular trading. Look, paper trading's all red. Regular trading's all green. Thank God, right? And look, you can see things I hold. Strong. I'll hold a little bit of it left over. But Ubix, up 50%, right? Erratics I hold, right? Hold a little bit of ZILU left over. Some Hero. Tron, Bab. And these are Cardano, ApeCoin. It's kind of a green day here. Not huge, but it's a green day somewhat for the market. Now, if you even go to the dashboard, you can see all the coins and all the exchanges that you hold. The pie chart of what you hold, what's going on. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. So check it out, everybody. It'll blow your mind. I love it. Subscription is simple too. And then you can also use the smart trade feature with so many options at your fingertips, how to get in and out of a trade. And the cool thing about this is I have free videos on how to use this in my Discord. So just go hit the link to my Discord below the video today. First link at above the video, and it takes you here to the free server. You don't even have to pay. Once you're in the Discord, you can go to the boot camp, and then you're gonna watch like all how to trade crypto, right? How to exit and enter a trade. the crypto mindset, the essential tools. And this is like, there's going to be a tutorial of how to trade 3 commas in here and teach you how to use 3 commas. So I love 3 commas. It's amazing. I love the people at 3 commas. They're beautiful. So check it out. Hit the link in the pinned comment today. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. Check out 3 commas. I do affiliate for them. I get a commission, but I actually have been using it way before I was ever affiliated. Before I even have a YouTube channel, 4 years ago, I started on 3 commas. They even have signals right here, right? They even have signals. Whenever you see USDC to USDT, whenever you start seeing a stable for a stable, that's when I kind of start to kind of pull back a little bit. Many times when I see like 4 or 5 of these are stable to stable, that's when I know something's brewing. So a lot of times this can tell you when a dump is going to happen just by looking at the signals. The signals will give you stable to stable coin. You know, when the market's good, they will not give you stable to stable coin. So when you see USDC to USDT, when you see when you start seeing stable to stable coin a lot built up here, it can almost be preemptive idea. And that's something I put together years ago. I actually never mentioned it on the live before, but that's something that I noticed has played out. I mean, this thing got pounded. This is where you draw Fibonacci and try to figure out, I mean, that's what happens. It gets artificially accelerated. It's the only thing in the game. People run it up, and then whoever buys late gets pounded on. I mean, that's just how it is. It's kind of sad, right? Fib, you're at the 618. Can you bounce off that? That'd be pretty nice. You also have some support and resistance to deal with here, which is some incentive. I don't think I would touch this, but the 4-hour does suggest you're going to get like some type of V-shaped recovery out of this to the upside, right? It got sold off like you read about. I'm just weary of that sell-off overall. Look at the daily time frame. Daily's very oversold, so you got oversold in the daily and the 4-hour. You got to look at the smaller time frame, and you still got to get over the 1 hour. Got to come on down. Could roll over down here. I wouldn't touch it till that comes on down. And even then, I think there's other trades out there that are worth looking at. Like this ace trade ain't too bad right now. I'll rework the pattern, but look. It did fall out, though. Technically did. Let me see what's going on now. Let's see what's up with Bitcoin. Something looks bearish to me. Well, this could be that 15-minute now oversold. See, there you go. Do we pop now? What an ugly check. But look, shoulder, possible head, and a right shoulder. It's ugly as all heck. But look, it's starting to move. 15-minute could get a bounce here. See? To the upside. Look, right now we are getting it. This would be a scalp on the 15-minute here. There it goes. See? Boom. Thank God. I should have looked at the 15-minute a second ago. I would have been even closer to that move. Forgive me, Michael Pa. No. But look at, I mean, so, see, there's a, that says we should get to the measured move here at 39,600. All right, back above 39K for a breach. However, once that gets up there, the 4 hour, the 1 hour is still, unless you get a flip, the 1 hour is still trying to take you down. So you get a fake out and then still come back down. However, it's beautiful that we breached this falling wedge. It's a really good sign. All right, I like that. What I don't want to see is you don't want to see Bitcoin get back in here. So Bitcoin breaks back into this, no good. That's no good. So we don't want to see Bitcoin breaking back into here. All right. And look, 15-minute. Got away from the 21, came back to it. They got close, formed a wedge, oversold on the stochastics. MACD wanted to make a turn. Falling volume with falling price suggests that you were running out of sellers. And then in come the buyers with some nice buy volume. And boom, buy the price back up. If we get a 0.25 basic hike, it's going to be okay. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. So I know we're drawing bearish, bullish pictures, and that's why this is the type of day where you just got to watch what they're going to say at the Fed meeting. There's really nothing else we can be doing, you know. Oh, wow, I feel so much better today than yesterday. If you think about it, so much better today than yesterday. I long Bitcoin last night because of the divergence I was talking about. Wow, he's good. Scar Sizzle. I live in the dark mode, not financial advice. In my opinion, Warren Buffett might have something to do with Bitcoin going down because of what he said about Bitcoin. Saying I wouldn't buy Bitcoin up for $25. That dude's a weirdo, man. He's a weird dude. Like, he says that because he has all his money in the banking system. And like, if people start rushing into Bitcoin, he's going to lose so much money. You find out how many shady things that guy owns, and you realize it's not that cool, man. You know? Buffett's last and greatest trade will be in crypto. If he's lucky. 0.25, it's estimated 0.75. That's what you say. That's what you say, Ace Exodus. He was trying to get a discount. Yeah. He was hoping he could. Dude worked off insider trading his whole life. Bitcoin has his high level interest. It is here to stay. It is. I bought $25 in Bitcoin because of it. The dinosaur was helping the suits. He is really old. He's helping all of you. You don't realize that. When he pushes the price of Bitcoin down, he makes it cheaper for you to achieve your lifetime goals. So it's the greatest thing on earth when he does that. Okay? It really is. Smart move for the Bitboy. If he holds Bitcoin, it's a good idea. So yeah, this man has been talking about bullish divergence. Swing down to swing down here. It's, I have to tell you, man. You're like, how long because of the bullish? But it's like really not bullish divergence yet. I mean, these line up perfectly, and they're kind of parallel. It's slight. It's like class C, but it's not that strong. It could bounce, but I don't know, man. It's here first and foremost. This was bullish divergence. I'll show you right here. That was nice because that swung up, but that's been negated since we got rejected and made a lower low. So I'm not with you on the bullish divergence, my man. It's been a very good week. Buffett FUDs, but all the stocks he owns are moving into blockchain tech. I bet he personally holds Bitcoin, or he is flooding the driving price down to make his first buy for Berkshire. Then he ain't dumb. Buffett got lucky tonight. Lucky bought Coca-Cola in 1960. I heard he missed IBM too for billions. Not lying though, he has to know something more than us to be in his position. The last dip almost doubled everything. It's true. I buy the dip. That last dip almost doubled everything. Uses influence to buy it at a cheaper price. Time to long all pump coming. Time to long all pump coming. It's funny, guy. 3-bed, 2-bath house in Palm Beach County was $30K in the 90s. That's funny. Just a reminder to everyone, not taking a trade is a trade. Be careful during this roller coaster ride that is about to start. Dylan J. I love what you just said. I meant the 4-hour, not the daily. We're on the 4-hour, man. SPX, 4-hour, dude. I wasn't on the daily. You're slipping. Some whale just bought a huge chunk of Bitcoin. 3-minute lead. I think it was 0 allegiance. 38K is deep. Impossible to reach 30K. Nothing's impossible, my man. If you fall to adapt to change, you will be left being If you fail to adapt to change, you will be left behind. Yes, you will. I figured out what you said, even though you put a G. I like Buffett's in general, especially if they have a good dessert. I like buffets in general. You're funny. Me too, man. Oh no, I don't like buffets now after COVID. I just feel like they're like germ infested. You know, I can't seem to get one. I can't seem to eat out of a buffet now. Yeah. And this is what we do at the end of the live stream. It's very, very inclusive into the chat. 11:46 to 12. Very inclusive into the chat. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what's going down. We've gone over Bitcoin. We've gone over the altcoins. We've talked about the world markets. We feel what's going down, right? And at this point, like we have a good feeling of what the market's about to do. I have a feeling of what I feel about the market. I've looked for my trade. I see a trade, or I'm not taking a trade, one or the other. And I'm happy and content with the information which I presented and that we've discussed today. Okay. 15-minute does have some movement. Let's just see. It does have more momentum. It's just getting started, so we could see a push. We could see a push. What is a monorator? A monorator is a train, right, that goes up and down. You never got on a moderator? Yeah, it's really nice. $38K is deep. If you fall, yeah. I don't know why we aren't seeing the same thing. Zoom into the 26th April, 2nd in May. I'm all set, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, bro. This is what happens. People try to take control of what I do. See, I have defiance disorder. Right now, you're trying to get me to do something. I don't want to do what you want me to do. I love you. And I want to help you, but I don't want to do what you want me to do. You get it? Because I'm defying you right now because I have a defiance disorder. So don't take it personal. Just know that I like to do me, not what you want me to do. You've been trying to get me to do the same thing all show, and you've noticed I haven't done it, right? And I finally did it, and then you're still not happy with it. You want me to do it again. I'm done, man. I'm not doing it again. All right? Thank you. I love you, man. Please don't take it as I don't love you. Take it as it's me not wanting to do what any human being wants me to do but me. You know, happy hump day, lifers. It's true. Time to get over this bad thing. Yeah. Sorry, my bro. I'm just excited. It's all right, man. I'm happy you're excited, and I love you. I love you, Ace. But the only thing, now you struck my OCD, and now I have to figure out why something isn't right. Spending time with a lifer during these lean times will help us crush it in the good times. Learn the TA now with Sam, and you will be blessed. Matt Stevens, I love you for saying that. Thank you, brother. Now, don't apologize, Ace, man. I love you. Now I want to figure out what the heck you're saying, though. Look, there's the 15-minute pumping I suggested. See? You're going to start to see this move here. The ugliest pattern I've ever seen. Can't even believe it was a pattern. However, if we zoom in, I believe we're going to see, look, at shoulder, head, and a shoulder, even though it's like the worst inverted. However, look for the price action to stall out here now that the 7-minute is getting overbought. And you're at this resistance point. Okay. Same thing. 7-minute is cooked at resistance. Okay. Doesn't mean the 50-minute won't go, but it means you're going to have to wait a little bit for those to reset to continue on up. All right. Just how price action works. It has to figure out each time frame as it goes in cycles. It's kind of crazy. It takes a long time for your mind to fully grasp what's going on. Okay. Even there with some leverage right there, that was still a 0.4% gain. 1.5% in a 5-minute period. Falcon swap gave it away. Just kept slipping. Tough love from lifer only because he cares. Fake outs until we hear about the rate hikes. I agree. Clipboards have all the answers. Fake outs until we 4-hour DXYs is another pump coming. I know we went over that, and that's why I said that's why I decided to short. That's why I said the market should be short. We went over the DXY at the beginning of the stream, and it didn't look good. I had ODD and found out all my teachers had a special parent-teacher meeting with all my teachers and my parents each year to ask what to do with me. Oh, what is ODD? Obsessive defiant disorder? Oh, yeah. Oppositional defiant disorder. It's a childhood mental health disorder and includes frequent and persistent anger, irritability, arguing, defiance, victimness. It's not me, it's you. Ah! I just got back. Did Ape get covered? I can go back and check. Sorry, I was just looking at the chart and I missed it. Michael Pa, did you research on VeChain, sir? We do like VeChain. I'm max super chat until 12:15. Are you kidding? You're funny, man. So you go around and he goes around and blesses all the young YouTubers. It's like, it's just me. You just go and bless. You just like dropping them. You're just dropping them. That's crazy. When the market is uncertain, people flock to gold. I think he bought in the last 24 hours. Love what you said about defiance. My daughter has the same thing. Once I learned how her wonderful brain worked, our relationship flourished. Interesting. Let's take a look at our Ape coin, everyone. Guys, start giving me a lot of altcoins and some ideas here. The thing I just called out a teacher if they were a hypocrite and was kind of a class clown. You're funny, man. You're hilarious, dude. Let's take a look at this. Soul looked all right. What was that? Something just went by and looked all right. News crypto. Ace dropped right out of the pattern, see? And that's why you draw your patterns, because when it does that, like a straight line out of the, like, it's not just, you know, it's out. It's sad. Outlook on pre-search. Let's take a look at pre. Our baby pre. On KuCoin. And it's actually a working utility product that has a working utility, everybody. So that's just something to think about. It's made a nice bounce here from 10 cents to 13 cents. Am I wrong? Yeah. That's a 30% gain, not too fast. 25% gains pretty quickly since April 30th. Let's take a look here. Let's look at the daily time frame. Zoom out to boom out. And to me, you need a fib on this. So you draw your fib and you want to see the levels that you're touching. 886 is like a healthy retracement, and you're kind of there, you know. You're trying to bounce and get back above the 786 now. You have heavy resistance right here at the 706. You got some resistance before the 382 area right there, kind of. And then match up. So you're gonna need a bounce, right? Daily does want to bounce. You got one. So far, so good. I just don't have a lot of confidence in the overall market yet. Bitcoin hasn't given me that sign that, oh, all the altcoins are gonna rip now. 3 days oversold, 5 days very oversold. It's a great sign that pre-search will make a move on the 5-day. If you had bought the low 5-day here, big move. The low 5-day here, big move. And the low 5-day here, big move. So if you can zoom out, you have the patience. There is the idea, but it's high risk, high reward. You are at a previous zone though. Look at this on a bigger motion time frame. If I kind of shrink this down and zone it out, you can see right here was previous resistance. Right in this area, right there, resistance, and we are bouncing. So we came all the way back down for a support and resistance flip for a move. Measured move is a pretty long, measured move here back up to, basically the resistance. Pre-search. Biggest time frame, the 5-day looks pretty nice, right? 4 hour, just like many things, is too hot. New one to keep an eye on is RCK, Rocket Coin. Hasn't been released yet. RocketGlobal.io. They are a SEX with liquidity sharing on Binance. Interesting. Thank you, Zero Allegiance, my man. For the $5 super chat. You're the man, dude. Much respect to you and yours. Appreciate that. FKX, a Maple, Idea, Cocos, Flux, FRR, SRK, Mnet, Num, all on the low 4 hour earlier this AM. Possible plays based on the market. That's awesome, man. I'm actually going to paste that to the group, dude. That's awesome. That's a very good contribution. All right. You're the man for saying that. I love making this clear and seeing the spark of curiosity form. Regarding the research question, the answer is yes. The research question. No one has mentioned Bitcoin dominance wanting to pump on the 4 hour. Yeah, but if it wants to pump on the 4 hour with US Tether dominance, because you saw, you don't really have to worry about dominance pumping. Because look, I'll tell you what. Because when we looked at the dollar gonna pump, then you kind of can figure out that, So look, Bitcoin dominance pumping on the 4 hour, right? Remember, what does that mean? That means that Bitcoin's either gonna pump or Bitcoin's gonna dump, right? Those two things. Remember, and we figured out, well, how do we figure that out? Well, then we split screen and we go to US Tether dominance on the right side, right? And we look at UST.D. And if that wants to pump on the 4 hour, it's likely we're going to get a dump in the market, okay? If it wants to dump on the 4 hour, then it's likely Bitcoin's going to pump and we're going to get a pump in the market. So right now, when they both are in a flag and want to pump together, it's a very bearish sign for cryptocurrencies, okay? And you can go back test this and you'll figure it out. Because why? Well, it means that these trades will all get stopped out, the altcoins, and they're going to get stopped out into Bitcoin, pushing Bitcoin dominance up. But then all the other people in the USDT pairs are going to get stopped out into USDT, okay? And then people are also going to sell Bitcoin for USDT if they're trading it. And so you don't want these both to pump up, And you could backtest these theories, all right? And then you can see when Bitcoin, look at the last time they pumped up nicely, right? They are both pumping to the upside. What did Bitcoin do? Okay. And you can see that started on April 22nd and went all the way till May 2nd. Okay. So from April 22nd to May 2nd. So you go back and you look at Bitcoin. You could juxtapose the triples, but you go back and you look at Bitcoin. All right. This is key what I'm showing you right now. This is so key. So you go back and you look at BTC at that same time frame. From April 22nd, right? Right here. Let's see. April 22nd was right there. And what did Bitcoin do? It dumped. See? Dump. And all these little pump and dumps were when Bitcoin dominance was pumping, or these dumps, but and Tether dominance was pumping. Okay? So look, I'm going to show you in real time because it's like, I'm going to take my time with this. This is so key. And I've showed this many, many times. And this is how you backtest for answers, everyone. Like, the answers are already given to you if you can figure them out. The charts give you so much data, and your brain is so intelligent as a human being that if you just focus, the information is all there for you already. It's all there for you already. So look, zoom into Bitcoin here in this 4 hour that's been going up and down. Okay. Look at the last time this had to pump. So we pumped up and Bitcoin dominance pumped up. And so that started right here. That was right here. And these match up. Look, that's when Bitcoin dumps. So when these both want to pump, and look, that was right there. But look, then when Bitcoin dominance wanted to dump, while US Tether wanted to dump, that's still dump. You get it? Because dominance is still dumping for Bitcoin. Interesting, right? What you want is you need these to uncorrelate. You need this to pump while this is dumping. And you'll find it. Let me show you a time when that happened. Okay? Like right about here. See? This dumped hard, but this kind of went, that wasn't the best one, though. Let's keep going. But they will eventually uncorrelate. Okay? They will. And when that happens, that's when Bitcoin goes on a tear. You can find, like, here's Bitcoin pumping here. Let's see. And you can see, right, Bitcoin starts to pump right here. All right. Make sure I can find it on both charts. Bitcoin's about to pump right here. All right. See? And look, Bitcoin dominance is pumping while Tether dominance is dumping. You guys, you got to stick with me here and you got to focus. See this? And you can circle it if you don't believe me. Right here, we're going to circle this period. We're going to sit on it. And we're on the circle. We're going to circle this. We're going to sit on it. And you can see when I sit on that circle, I'm on the circle that I just circled. Then I'm going to sit on this circle here. And look, this is pumping, but Tether dominance is dumping. That lets you know when. So I know exactly when Bitcoin's going to pump by putting the Bitcoin dominance chart next to the Tether dominance chart. And I figured this out one day on the live stream. It's so simple. And it's genius, but it's simple. I guess simple is genius, you know? And so you can figure out if Bitcoin's going to dump or not. And this is telling me to be careful. You also got a high 4 hour on Bitcoin, which is to me time to get out. I don't open up trades on Bitcoin. Tells me that the rate hike should be hawkish. You get it? And it starts to kind of give me the idea of what's going on. So there you go. I just gave you like some beautiful information. You put them all in the 4 hour and they're going to lead you to where you got to go. All right. So look, obvious now, right? We're going to pump on the dominance. We're going to pump on Tether. And we're going to dump on Bitcoin. All right. It's based on like you could backtest that for a year straight and then the data would be presented to you. Did you see X100 a few hours ago? Yeah. I don't know about a 472%. I don't think so. It said it was like 100. Let's see though. Could be pump groups too. You never know. It says 103, but it actually came down from there. Yeah, 23. Wow, it went from 3 cents to 23 cents. I mean, that's insane. It did an 8x, like 800%, even more than you're saying. That's nuts. Does this thing want to continue? Got sold off on the 1 hour. Like, there's a chance. I'd be wary of it, but you know, sometimes you just play these things for fun with a little stop loss. You never know. Catch a little gain or get hit off. Still some gains possibly coming if it can make a move here. It's a bullish thing, most bullish thing in the game today. Make sure all you check out is the links that the lifers posted under the video right now for everyone to use. Thoughts on BlackRock? Yeah, you gave me this cool article today that I was going to read here. Americans' banks can simply bail themselves out thanks to the Fed's $27 trillion BlackRock deal. Mainstream media has been awfully quiet about the fraud and manipulation stemming from the global bureaucracies. Newly enacted reaction policies in the U.S. amid all the commotion and fear, the Federal Reserve granted special powers to giant private equity firm BlackRock. The arrangement has been criticized a great deal because BlackRock is now allowed to buy corporate bonds and commercial mortgages with no oversight and continuously. Moreover, BlackRock can bail itself out and give funds to the many fossil fuel suppliers who are desperately seeking stimulus from the government. The Fed quietly bureaucrates monetary powers to the special interest firm BlackRock. Unfortunately, politicians and central bankers worldwide have used it as an excuse to print unlimited money from private financial institutions and shut down the economy. We know now as certain that I don't want to get this too much in here. This is too political for me, this article. I can't read it here. But the idea is, the idea there, and it's sad, there's the thought police are out at all times, and I'm always wary of the thought police. Considering if you go to Crypto Love, I don't think he's back yet, right? Which is like horrible because he's like the nicest guy on YouTube and he's still gone. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how long it's going to take, but Crypto Love, still suffering. And when you do make a video every day and that's your life and then you can't, it's kind of weird because you wake up every morning to do something and then it's like, it's the way you do your stuff. Like, and look, he's still here, update. I've submitted my appeal regarding, please do me a favor, like, share, and comment on this. Tell you, yeah. So look, everybody, you got to help him out right now. See, that's why I did this today. He submitted his appeal, and regarding the, the ban on Crypto Love's channel, please do him a favor, like, share, and comment on this. Tell YouTube why you missed the channel. YouTube creators, please help. And please, YouTube, forgive me for my sins. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't do any sins, we love Crypto Love. And we miss his channel a great deal. We miss his channel a great deal. We really do. I'll do whatever you want, please. Funny. And you never know when that happens, what happened. They don't give you full. It's happened to me. It's the worst feeling in the world. Worst feeling. I already feel lucky because I don't even like talking about it because I get post-traumatic stress. Because it's like your whole life flashes before your eyes. And days and hours and months of work and so much time in your life has been placed, and it just, oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. You see what I'm saying? It's intense. And then every day you're wondering, can I get back? Why can they do that? They do whatever they want. Crypto Love is the way I found the lifer. See that? Everyone finds it through the love, baby. I found the lifer when I did a search for crypto live streams on a Sunday night. Awesome, man. Same wouldn't be watching your show today without the love. Look at that. People chiming in. A lot of people are chiming in. And that's why I give back. And that's why I'm not just going to act like it's not happening and go on my merry way because my channel is great. No. Like, until we're all whole, I am not whole. Until the whole family is together, I am not complete. Shout out to you, Crypto Love, man. We love you, bro. You will live on through my channel forever. Forever. They may take our love, but they may never take our freedom. No, they may take our freedom, but they may never take our love. Yeah, they may take our freedom, but they never take our love, our crypto love. Ah, charge! I do consider myself the crypto braveheart of the world. willing to lay myself down on the line to get where we need to go. All right? Not afraid to push, not afraid to put myself down, not afraid to risk it all to save everybody else, you know? And that's how you need a few to risk themselves to save the many. Just how it works, man. Wow, this thing just boomed, Demetria. We just talked about it, remember? And then boom, it was spent on the hourly, and then this thing is like pump groups galore. That's crazy. You had to go to like the 5 minute to see what was going on here. Channeling. It's good though. It's good to see that we're seeing some signs of life in the KuCoin gems. That there's liquidity back in KuCoin, you know? So wow, it was a nice play. We did hit the resistance. Look at that. We went all the way out to resistance and nailed it. So if you're watching my channel in the 15, we saw that pump as we called it, and it would boom up to the upside, then get rejected down on the 5 minute chart. Oh, that's the 5 minute. Let's look at the 50 minute. Still has gas. Now 50 minute did the same thing though. Still has some room too, which is interesting. Went sideways. Some weird behavior for the 15 on it, to be honest. Usually you're going to see it go straight up, and then it's going to start going sideways once it cooks. Where did it start to make a red candle before it even turned on you? Couldn't it be in a fake out? This is a very strange pattern. Like, I'm trying to find heads or tails of it, and it's like very hard. So sorry, that was my accountant. Like, they can't figure out how much we got in tax credits through child tax credits or something. They want me to like figure out. I don't know. So sorry to waste everybody's time with that. But I did see it was like, it looked like it was like my accountant and something. It's a 0.5 hike and then a 0.25 times 6 going forward. We're gonna bounce hard. 47K by the weekend. You guys are crazy, man. I don't know where do you guys get off with these, like, just take it one step at a time, man. One step at a time. Like, look at this insane pattern that's going on right now. It's disgusting. Like, it's horrible. Like, you know, how was I able even to figure out the pump now? I'm like, I figured out the pump. I'm like, we must have had something like that. Yeah. That's like the best. I don't know. It's like messy though. So ugly. What I do when I see stuff like this is I find a good pattern that makes sense, because your brain needs to, like, things need to make sense to trade. And then you just decide, okay, they broke us out, they broke us back in, and now you're still in the flag. And now you got a 15-minute that's still moving to the upside. You see this? And now you're in a flag. And now you actually might make some more incentive to the upside. Could the 15-minute flip the 1 hour? Meaning the 15-minute keeps pushing here, this 1 hour will do what's called a turn, and it'll twist back up. And we may even get a nice little pump up here. So if we go back to the 15, there's still some momentum. 7 minutes, I think, is gonna run. It's mumbo jumbo at this point, everyone. Like, you know, when it comes to what the Fed's doing, it's sketchy, you know. Liver's right. Bitcoin the last 3 times I remember pumped before the Fed talk and then dumped right as he started talking. Just take one step at a time. There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or love. Jordan Sparks. Brianna, if it hikes within expectations, we're going to bounce hard. He told us early on we're being patient today. I know I like to trade too, but don't be irresponsible. It's true. Inverse cup in handy. Kinda, yeah, you're right. See, there's an inverse cup and handle. This man just called that. That's interesting. You see it? He has a good eye, this man. Because it's kind of, see, there's your cup, there's your handle. Do you guys, if I flip it upside down, see there's a cup and a handle there? Kind of. There's a chance. You know? You got some good vision there. I'll give it to you. Because I didn't see that, and especially with all my drawings and stuff. So that we're back in the pattern. Do we stay inside the pattern? Shoulder, head, do we make a right shoulder? You know? To me, it's all about the 4 hour, and the 4 hour does not really agree with you. However, the 4 hour could make a flag or just make a, you know, sideways action. And this is why I just get like frustrated with my work. I go to a new chart and I clean up because, you know, like I work the work to find out what's going on. Then I can, like, once I get the knowledge, I can rebuild. So here we go. We called the breakout. We caught it. We nailed it. I just can't believe last 2 days we nailed it. Like, pretty insane. If you're in the trading group that you knew, like, you basically were spoon-fed exactly what Bitcoin was going to do for the last 48 to, you know, almost 50, 60 hours, you know. Can't even just put it in those two and call it a day. I mean, 2 hits is enough. And it breaks out. It's kind of a descending triangle when you look at it that way. When you open it up and say that it almost, you know, that makes more sense there. And just say it fell out of the pattern, broke back in, and held. You always have to have a broken pattern somewhere because that's what they're doing nowadays. They're always trying to manipulate the pattern in a way where you can't see it anymore. And that's kind of how they operate. So it's about support and resistance. It's about keeping it clean, right? It's about looking at the daily and letting the daily do its thing. And the daily is bullish. And I've said this many, many times, right? About the daily being bullish. But we'll see. Like, you got to get above resistance, resistance, and resistance. You got a lot of people that are convinced we're in a multi-year bear market and it's time to get out of the market completely. You got other people that are still not convinced and that they're waiting. I'm in between. I'm not going to say we're in a multi-year bear market and bail out of the market completely and then watch these prices go up huge and miss out on tons of money. I'm also not going to pile on in with all my money right now and then watch the market dump. I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to get back above certain zones. A lot of money gets made once confirmation in the market is established. Like, even here, like, you don't have to get in this pump and that pump, but once you start getting alts in here and then you roll that huge wave up here, you didn't have to take the alts from here to there. You could have missed this initial surge or just till here. Once you confirm that you broke this resistance here, that was a good time to trade. And you could have just scalped the market there too. Then shorted down. So, like, to me, it's about taking the most precise trades, not taking all the trades. Okay? And so I'm waiting for a period of time where it's going to be very, very, very probable that I'm going to be able to take the market by storm. Okay? And that's what we're looking for every single time. Okay? Michael Pa with the $500 super chat. Every time, man. It's crazy. Like, it's like expected now, Mike. It's like, damn, where's the 500? Oh, there it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let it drop. I buy more. Michael in for the win. Boom goes the dynamite. Insane, man. He told us early on we were being patient today. Yep. Yeah. And this is just a crazy day. Shout out to Michael Pa with the $500 super chat. Michael, thank you very much. Much respect to you and yours. Thank you very, very much. Crazy how dry it does. funny. But appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you for coming on into the live. 364 likes, 246 people on the views. And we are kind of creeping into the BitBoy channel, all the other channels. That's why it takes a little bit. Letting me know that if I stick to this, I can turn my 10K losses into 10K profits. I think it's going parabolic to the moon. You think. See, that's the great... I love people that use the word think because I take their money. Michael didn't even ask for a deep dive. Mike Maloney, thank you. Thanks, Mike Maloney. Thanks, Michael. That's the type of support other YouTubers strive for. YouTube algo numbers don't tell the whole story. Funny. If we don't dump on the last bump to 50K-ish before the massive dump, 50K, 40K, 24K, Brianna Kim. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you believe. Hope all is well your way and the blessings you continue to dish out finds you over and over again. Grace Protocol. Thank you, Michael Paul. Life for gratitude. Hold you guys. If you sell your Bitcoin now, you're dumb. My new goal is one day be able to send a $500 super chat. 4-year plan. Got it. But I've witnessed Bitcoin bounce 20% in a day. Hope today will be a similar story. Anything could happen, dude. I've witnessed Bitcoin go up more than that. I've witnessed it all. I've been in Bitcoin. I've been watching Bitcoin since it was $500, man. I've seen so much up and downs with Bitcoin. So I'm with you, man. I just don't say I think and I know and I believe. I go with what the charts tell me to go. We break a resistance, fine. We push up here, fine. We see a big move happen. Anything could happen. 39K is holding. That's a beautiful thing. Kyber has a definitive pattern. I don't see it. Michael Paul, what do you do for a living? I would like to be able to do what you do with $500. EF, man. And so, everyone, we're going to wait for the Fed meeting. I'm going to keep you updated in the trading group. But at the end of the day, the 4-hour to me is what we're looking at. The bullishness that can occur is if the 4-hour stays flat. Something like this and, you know, makes a flag here. Okay. Smaller time frames are the 1-hour, which are trying to flip in our favor, but eventually we'll get overbought again. And so even when we get so it's likely we get a push up. You're going to want to see us. You know, if we do pump, we pump here, then we could start to get rejected again, okay, when the Fed meeting comes on in. And then the 15 minutes going, but not with not that much incentive. So I'm seeing sideways behavior. Definitely not up. 4 hours looming for another move back down. We were just here. So weird. That was one of the fastest times it took the 4-hour to reset. I was incapacitated most of the time, so that's probably why it felt like it happened in a second, right? But I'm getting better. I definitely feel way better today than yesterday. I can move faster. I can talk better. Yesterday, I couldn't even talk. I was like, I was just like, I was spent. I couldn't believe I made it through the live. You know, I could not believe I made it through the live. Unbelievable. Can you believe, though, I had more? Oh, it's so crazy. But shout out to everybody here on the live stream. 369 likes. Appreciate it. So that's what's going to happen for Bitcoin. I'm watching this flag on the 4-hour. The best thing that can happen is that the 4-hour goes sideways, resets, and then we boom on out. So this is my projection. This would be awfully bullish, and this could occur. So this is what we could be looking for. Okay, everyone? $123 Crypto is a facsimile of the simulated universe, which is a hologram projected outward of the 7th dimension. 0-point energy. I agree. Is that a W on the 4-hour? It is. See that W? See the W? Kind of hit the measured move already a little bit. Or the measured move would be right there, 39,750. No other MetaMask course out there covers what the lifer teaches. You'll know what the lifer knows and more and how to navigate through the many gems. Everyone, I teach a DeFi course live. I teach a course live. You can actually see me teaching it live. You can be part of the course. You can be inside of the movement. And yes, you can hit the link in the description below for the tutoring. Or you can email cryptolifers@gmail. Pay with PayPal or cryptocurrency. I'll teach you how to use DeFi to your advantage. It'll change your life. Okay? All right, everyone, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Keep it moving. And I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m., baby. Crypto is life. Don't ever change. Stay lifers forever. Look, Bitcoin pumping up now. Pumping up. Let's see why it's pumping here. That 1 hour flip. That's what we're suggesting, that we get that 1 hour flip to resistance at 39,750. Bitcoin getting a bit of a move here. Quite interesting. 15 minutes still going until it gets extended. Looks like we can hit that target there. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life.